Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to Slay the Princess. So we just met weird cosmic entity lady. So my theories is that because the narrator says the princess is gonna end the world or the universe or whatever, I think it's us together and the universe through whatever that thing is. Because I have to like collect all the instances of the princess or whatever. I think together we end the universe, and that's why he either wants us to die or he wants her to die. And that's why, like, when we do kill her, he doesn't want us killing ourselves, because that resets it and whatever. That's what I think right now. So we'll skip this.
Don't.
So this time I am going to have her kill me every time, and we're gonna see what that does. Basement, so we're not gonna let her up.
Don't
let her out.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to...
Hi. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but...
Yeah, I don't think
making this more difficult.
So then she's nice?
Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
Yeah, so I need the sword.
You don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
I wonder who it was.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay.
You can go check upstairs.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep. Sorry, bro.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Don't worry, no, you're not alone.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs.
Yikes.
I'm not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if...
Okay, maybe I'll just kill her every time.
Without hesitation,
I'll try that.
Bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
I don't want to let her out
yet. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Yeah. I appreciate it, bro.
Bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Should I squint at her again?
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Doubt it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but
the sword.
It's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Don't waver.
Am I gonna get paralyzed again?
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're
Gross.
tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
So we both die?
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Flee
Your
the
nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain. You know
Hi-yo.
you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Yeah. Now
You
we're
steel your
finishing.
resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive.
Okay.
You can still
well,
make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Yeah, this was interesting.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Hmm.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
Yeah.
I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart?
No,
If the
actually.
princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange,
Gross.
a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
We
You
both
collapse on
died.
the ground, and the princess
Interesting.
collapses beside you.
I didn't know that was an
Blood
option.
pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Yeah,
Silence
I think so.
as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it,
Hmm.
you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to
Interesting.
worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, so what's next? The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the base, you're here
Yeah.
to sleep.
Why can't I skip this, though?
I can
my here
assure
again.
you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't. If he doesn't remember what
Okay.
happened, brilliant.
Yeah.
We need to keep our cards close to our chest. I'm not
Opportunist.
sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old
How many
brain
voices
fog.
are there,
I
then?
meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay. See
Oh,
to the
warning.
cabin.
Before you go any further, she will lie. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
So what does the opportunist
The
want?
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just
Interesting.
happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is...
Yeah. So what happens if
Walk
we
up
go to
the
the
wall
mirror?
next... What are you talking about? You
It
reach
still
forward,
disappears.
Rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how to take. Well,
we'll
if we're
take the
grabbing a
blade.
weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
True.
That's not actually a bad idea.
True. Okay, so I'll listen
The
to
door
this guy,
the
I
basement
guess.
creaks open,
And see what
revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
I'm like that.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's
Copper.
thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her
True.
voice.
Just like
Something
below.
nasty
Or
finds
just
itself
like
on
always.
my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probably. You know, if
But you are. You're a wretch.
I mean, if that's what you're
recognize
into.
that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have
Okay.
you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough.
Hmm.
Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the... Look,
Okay.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out
Hmm.
loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Yeah.
Do
You're
you want to hear
helpful.
what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop. Fine?
Okay.
Fine. You're the boss.
So let's go.
Thank you.
Huh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled
Weird.
against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's
Maybe.
no fair. How would she know that?
Yeah. How would
So,
she?
we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having...
So she's
been
like
here
an
before.
animal now?
Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. That's
Yep.
pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a... I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yeah.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if... Let's chat her up a bit
we'll see if I
first.
kill her.
Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to...
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me, so I stabbed you. Things got out of hand.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder.
I mean, you killed me
And
too.
you started it.
Um, Don't worry, the blade isn't for killing, or isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Uh-oh.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her. Ooh,
I'm sorry about
smart.
last time.
Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other. Unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am.
Okay.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Do you know why? Because what do I do here? This is like an entire... There's so many options I could do from here. That's so crazy. I don't want to leave with her. Yeah, I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack now.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness?
Maybe we can kill each
Murder
other
and
again.
betrayal are still
and
murder
do
and
something.
betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
See, this is why we never tell people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for us.
True.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, she throws a fistful of
Directly
dirt into your
attack a
eyes.
suspicious character.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
Oh yeah?
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
True.
She buries her teeth deep
Ew.
into your chest, tearing it. Great, she's distracting for a penny, right? Why not?
Oh, I didn't.
As the princess
Mean to
rips
skip
meat
him.
from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her
Yeah.
off us, kick her in the shins.
We're not so
Don't feel
different,
so
you and I.
dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win.
True.
Takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we? At the bottom of the barrel. We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. That's not
Yeah.
the bottom of the barrel. What is? No arguments
Do I
here.
taste good,
Would have been
though?
Great. Keep playing dirty if that's
Can you at
if
least
we
tell me
win,
that?
We won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honourable Combat. Both you and the princess have broken a dozen times
Gross.
over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're
Yeah,
not
so we're
losing.
just gonna kill each other again.
The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan?
Is it
Just a
because it's
sound.
growing,
Things make
or is it
sounds all
because
the
it's gonna
time.
break?
I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Okay.
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, what?
You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
Okay.
That's right, they're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
Uh-huh. What about you? They'll crush you just as easily as they'll crush you. Or crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
Okay.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know, we can see them.
Why though? Why are you doing this?
Because it's in my nature. Just like you coming down here to kill me is in yours. It's who I am.
That is
Okay.
extremely not us.
Well,
we're just doing
that's
what we're
basically
told
the
and
only thing
making
I've
the
done this
best out
entire
of a
time.
difficult situation. Exactly. You're in the right here. Now focus up and win.
Yeah, through the power of
You feel
friendship,
something
we
against
can
your
win.
back. A thick root pushing its way into the cavern. an unstoppable, unyielding wall of bark.
And probably kill her.
You're running out of
And
time.
then it'll stop.
Shit. What do? We should probably get back to stabbing. The only way
Oh
out
my
of
gosh.
this is through her, right?
But I want us both to die again. Give opponent away from death.
The blade tumbles uselessly from your palm as the roots continue to expand into the cramped basement. Ugh, we're never going to make something of ourselves with that attitude.
True.
The princess finally puts down her guard, arms falling to her sides, a look of smug satisfaction screwed on her face despite her torn and bloodied skin and the insistent roots pressing in from all directions.
How does she have torn
At least she's
skin?
gonna make something
Isn't it
of
stabbed
herself
skin?
either.
Does that count as torn?
The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you.
Seems kinky.
At first it's almost gentle, the two of you lifted delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict.
Gross.
The sound of creaking wood is
Oof.
drowned out by the snaps and
Oof.
pops of your bones.
I hate
Pain
that.
flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement. Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh
Oh,
swelling.
that's
with
so
trapped blood.
gross.
But still, she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again. You wretched little thing.
Yeah.
I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is
Gross.
unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop.
Oh, that
Everything
was
goes dark.
disgusting.
And you
Oh, I
die.
hate that. The wild. Is the forest alive?
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all
Interesting.
wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? I
Yeah.
think this
Yeah,
is
so
our
third.
third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Why?
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you talk. What happened? What did you do? There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried fighting her, and then she made the cabinets.
Yeah,
All that
told us.
unfairness.
The cheater.
What if it was just pushing us in the right
Oh.
direction? Helping us become this?
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
Sorry,
I
I don't
see.
know why I'm yawning so
So the
much.
cabin ground you into paste.
I don't know if it's
Now
'cause,
you're
like, this
convinced
is
you're
just-
stuck together.
I don't
What
know.
a mess.
I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I apologize.
He doesn't
I don't know if it's 'cause
understand.
it's like reading
We
or
aren't
listening to a book,
convinced of anything,
but
and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
interesting.
I'm
Staying
not
watching
watching
this.
you. I'm trying
What
to
is
help
he?
you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know
True.
what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I
I do
gathered
want
that.
that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
Yeah, I gathered that.
I don't. I want you to
Yeah.
kill her.
Yeah, that's what I said at the
Don't be
beginning of this
charmed by
episode.
her faux solidarity.
Hmm.
You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Had enough of this guy. How do we
We
stop him?
push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now.
Yeah.
There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is good for you guys to fall asleep too, because holy crap.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened.
Well,
How about you try remembering how it all felt?
turn inward and find your freedom. Well, we
We
can do
can't go
that.
back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I mean,
I'm not.
But
both sides
there's
are
a
equally
feeling, isn't there?
of the.
Petty feeling
Tricky.
she mentioned it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Yeah,
It feels mutual.
right.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. They're both playing their hands.
Yeah.
What's the move? Do we pick a side? Do we figure out how to make everyone unhappy?
It's the hatred in your heart. Bury it now before it's too late. I think we look at it.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
Us.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me. Honestly, I can't believe I ever thought being crushed to death with a cabin was forgivable. Did
I
she
mean,
put that thought in our
We
heads?
we literally killed
Is she
her,
able to
so
change what we
I think it
That's
balances
not
out.
fair. I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered.
Right.
And yet you keep remembering.
Mhm.
You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can
Yeah.
feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal
Oh.
movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
I wish I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself,
Oh.
blade in hand, exactly where you want to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Yeah.
This hardly seems fair to anyone. It's an easy win if we want it, but I'm not sure whose win it is. Do
The
we have to do
narrators.
this? You have to. You know you have to.
Never wanted to kill you. Not really, but we can't be the same thing as each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us.
You devious little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. I know a bluff when I see one. He can use words, sure, but he doesn't have any real power.
Unless we're about to find
Not
out.
bluffing. You won't be so smug when it happens.
Yeah, let's see
He's
it.
weak.
Let's
Thinks
see
he can
what's
boss
going
us
on.
around when he doesn't have any authority. We're clearly the ones with authority around here, so we can do whatever we like. You're tired,
Yeah.
aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here.
Why?
I didn't think you would do that. After everything. It's so cold without you.
There it is. Huh. You didn't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
If you're scared, this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's gonna be okay, just trust me, we've been here before and you always get
It
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be.
And
the end
remember
of
that I've done this before.
It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
See you on the other side, it's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out. Finally.
Yeah.
We're going places.
Okay, so I got... You've grown? What? Huh. Yeah. Future.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Huh.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You're the same being as you were before, how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When I go back, it's if an invisible wall closes around me, why can't I not do the same things I've done before? Wait. What do you
Those
mean?
paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those
So I
that are
can't
yet
repeat
untraveled.
things I've done? Interesting. I don't think I've seen that yet. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Destroy your body or attack the entity. Destroy my body. Raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Interesting. Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Ready to
I
go
will
back.
long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Uh-huh.
We will meet again.
So does that mean in the very end I'm gonna have to make a decision
You're on a path in the woods,
on
and
when
at the
she's
end of
like
that path is a cabin,
fully formed or
in
whatever,
the
that I'm
basement
gonna
of that
have to
cabin
make like a
is a princess.
decision on how this ends for real. That's crazy. Man. Well, that's gonna be it for this video, but obviously I'm gonna be playing more. And yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying it like I have. It's cool. It's really cool. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.